This is outside of Rich Neck Elementary School in Newport News, Virginia, where a 6-year-old student shot and wounded a Virginia teacher during an altercation inside a first-grade classroom. That's according to police and school officials there in the city of Newport News. No students were injured in the shooting. The teacher, a woman in her 30s, suffered life-threatening injuries. Newport News Police Chief Steve Drew told reporters that her condition had improved somewhat by late afternoon. Police said the child had a handgun in the classroom and that they took that student into custody. Parents and students were reunited at a gymnasium door, according to Newport News Public Schools. There you see law enforcement on the scene. Earlier this afternoon, you saw so many police, onlookers, bystanders, parents, family members there beyond that yellow police tape, waiting to be reunited with their loved ones and their children. Newport News is a city of about 185,000 people in southeastern Virginia, known for its shipyard, which builds the nation's aircraft carriers and other U.S. Navy vessels. Rich Neck Elementary has about 550 students. It's a K through 5 institution. That's according to the Virginia Department of Education's website. School officials have already said there will be no classes on Monday after the weekend. So this is overhead earlier this afternoon, where police said and school officials said a 6-year-old in a first-grade classroom shot and gravely injured his teacher, a female in her 30s. The 6-year-old was taken into custody. Right now, let's listen in to some of these law enforcement officials, city officials, and school officials. Police held a press conference earlier tonight. Let's watch.
I'll sort of keep my comments brief. Newport News is it's a community. We are going to succeed or we're going to fail together. Today, I could not be prouder of our public servants who were here very, very quickly. The outer cordon, inner cordon were established. Can I be more proud of the police force, the sheriff, the entire fire department, my colleagues that stand behind us, the superintendent, the school board, our delegates that are here. Newport News is a strong community, and we are always going to be together. It hurts my heart. After this, I'm going to go to the hospital and talk to the family and spend the night there. But it's a dark day for Newport News. We're going to learn from this, and we're going to come back stronger. So I'll take some questions at this time.
This is the youngest we've seen in a very long time.
Yes. So right now it's still raw right now. But I will tell you is there's going to be a full after action, not only from internally of the city council, but school board and others. But we are going to ensure that we have the right steps and policies so this doesn't happen again.
Mayor, do you?
What I really say is today our students got a lesson in gun violence and what guns can do to disrupt not only an educational environment, but also a family, a community. And I reiterate what the mayor said, that Newport News is a very proud community. We pride ourselves in working diligently to provide a safe learning environment for all students. The efforts we saw today by our faculty were admirable. And the response that it took to get our kids, make sure our kids were safe, make sure our parents were reunified with the students in as timely as we could make it. We don't plan for these incidents, but we do plan to have plans to make sure our schools are safe. We need the community support, continued support, to make sure that guns are not available to youth. And I'm sounding like a broken record today because I continue to reiterate that we need to keep the guns out of the hands of our young people. This is evidence today that these are the things that happen when we have access to weapons. I cannot control access to weapons. My teachers cannot control access to weapons. What we have to do is we have to make sure that is also a clear message that comes out of a situation of this nature. We do respond to whatever we have come on campus, but again, it comes on campus because of access in the community, and this is not a Newport News problem. It's a bigger and broader problem than what we're seeing today.
Okay, so you were listening in there to the school superintendent, to the mayor of Newport News, as we were looking over, sorry about that audio, looking over these aerials earlier there at Rich Neck Elementary School this afternoon. We just want to repeat some of these facts of this story where a 6-year-old student shot and wounded his teacher, a woman in her 30s today. She's on the mend, she's improving, but she suffered life-threatening injuries. And the 6-year-old, the child, has been taken into custody, had a handgun in the classroom. Police also added that the shooting was not an accident. And so you can just not even imagine the thought that goes through parents' minds when they get alerted to something like this at their children's schools. We've seen it time and time again. And we'll keep you updated if we learn more about what led to this today, where that 6-year-old got a handgun. School will not be in session Monday after the weekend.